Hey there, Becky Launder with My Consultant Training, one of your leaders with Usborne Books and More. And today I am going to spend a little bit of time talking to you about story time. I love doing story time. I think it really gives you an opportunity to see the impact of our books on kids in the community. And it's just a great way to get yourself out there and kind of start building your business in a very non-salesy, kind of fun way. I've built amazing connections doing story time. Some girls have ended up joining my team. Some have hosted parties. It has just been a tremendous opportunity for my business. So I wanted to take a couple minutes and get you thinking about running a story time. So there's many different ways to do this, and I'll just share kind of what's been working for me and give you a few ideas. And so hopefully you can set up a story time in your community. So first off, you can do a one-time story time. Just because you're going to do story time doesn't mean you need to be doing it for the next year every single Monday, right? So it's up to you, kind of your level of commitment. If you want to just test the waters, just schedule one for now. Or maybe, set a standing story time the first Monday of every month. It's really up to you, the frequency, but I will say if you do it on a consistent basis, you'll kind of build up your regulars. So your regular families that come out and enjoy stories with you. The next thing to think about is the venue. So you could be very informal and invite people over to your home. You'll probably get a lot of your friends and family and people that know you. If you're trying to get a little bit more outside of your circle of friends, you might want to think about doing a story time at a park or any kind of public area. If you really want to create a more established story time, then I would think about any kind of place that moms and kids visit regularly. So there's so many different places out there, indoor playgrounds, there's different mommy groups or mom and me workout groups and meetup groups. There's a lot of kid-friendly coffee shops and even restaurants that might be up for hosting a story time with you. So think about those different places, and when you're ready, reach out to the owner of that business and just let them know, hey, I am a consultant with Usborne Books and More. I love books and I love reading to kids, and I would love to set up a story time at your shop. I think it'll bring in traffic for you and will also be good for me as I build my business. So you're always going to be thinking about what's in it for them. So if you're approaching any kind of business owner, they're probably not going to agree to it just out of the goodness of their heart unless they're your good friend. So I would think about what you can do and what you can offer them. So it might be bringing in new moms and new kids. And then I think together, it's great to think about what you can offer to the families that are in attendance. So one thing at the story times that I do is that they give free coffee to the parents. And what mom doesn't love free coffee, right? So even something simple, a simple gesture. They also do a punch card where, after 5 visits to story time, they get a free item. So that's another really fun way to build it up and make it valuable for not only the parents that you're going to entertain their kids and you're going to read them some good books, but also, it gives them a little bit of a break from their kiddos too, right? And it's nice to have a hot coffee to sip on in the process. So kind of think about what that might look like for the venue that you're choosing to work with. The next thing to think about is whether or not you bring books to sell to your story time. So first off, you might want to think about that from the very beginning. When you approach a venue, you want to make sure you know if you want to bring books along that are available for purchase or not. And either way, you guys, it is going to be good for your business. So even if you're not bringing books along for purchase, you are building those relationships. So think about Storytime as a place to meet future customers, future hostesses, future team members, and really give back to your community. So if you bring books and you sell a few, that's a bonus. But if you don't have books on hand to sell, that's perfectly fine as well. The next thing to think about is the actual story. So of course you're going to want to pick one of our awesome picture books that are very engaging. So know your audience, right? So if you're doing a weekday story time, you're probably going to have a lot of kids that are not in preschool attending, and they might not yet have the best listening skills. So you're going to have to be creative. So when you're doing a story time, think about books you can get up and get kids involved with. Dirty Dinosaur, Hungry Dinosaur, those are some of my go-to storytime books because I get the kids up and they help me read the book, and it kind of gets their wiggles out. So think about which book is going to be the best for you. I know some team members that do an awesome story time and sing songs and entertain and are so engaging when they're reading. I'm not quite a sing-songy kind of person. So I've done other things. I've bought coloring sheets for kids to color a picture out of the book. If you look on the Kane Miller or the Usborne site, you can get coloring sheets to download. That's a really fun option for kids. You could do any kind of art project and have it themed with the book. So lots and lots of great options on how to make it engaging. So think about your audience, think about who's in attendance, and don't feel bad to like mix it up. If the kids don't have an attention span for a 25-page book, maybe you grab one of our That's Not My books and you get them involved and you let them touch and feel the textures. So you kind of have to just roll with it. Every time I do a story time, it reminds me why I'm not a preschool teacher. I'm great at story time for like 30 minutes, right? So just something to think about as you are planning out your story time. You want to deliver value. You want to deliver value to the venue, to the parents, and to the kids. And you're going to bring your best energy. You can practice reading to your little ones at home. So again, story times are a great opportunity for us to build our business. I highly encourage you to give it a try. Try it out in a couple different venues, a couple different neighborhoods, and see what works for you. And if you find that you like it and you enjoy it, make it a regular part of your business, because I will tell you that it will help you build those relationships with future customers, team members, and hostesses. So thank you guys. I can't wait to hear about your story times. See ya.